Welcome to the Lead Change Empowerment Podcast. This podcast was created to empower you in your personal, business, health, financial, and family areas of life. If you find value in this podcast, please help us by leaving a review in iTunes, Spreaker, or SoundCloud. And now let's bring on your host, empowerment speaker, author, and parenting expert, Steve Robinson.
Welcome to the Lead Change Empowerment Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Robinson, and as always, I'm grateful, super duper grateful, embracing life's process, the good, the bad, going in the storm, coming out. Whatever life has to give you, you gotta love it. Embrace the process. Before we get started today on episode 34, the title of this episode is Rest If You Must, But Don't Quit. And that comes from a poem that I had to learn a long time ago, and it goes like this. When things go wrong as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learn, and many a failure turns about when we might have won if we stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You might succeed with another blow. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victory's cup, and he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to that golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem the worst that you must not quit. And like I said, that's today's title is Don't Quit. Whatever you do, rest if you must, but don't you quit. And what I'm going to talk about is to give you 5 reasons why you should not give up on your dreams or your goals. Now, what you wanted in life, you get the whole what you wanted to be when you grow up, the fireman, the police officer, the astronaut, all those things. But those are in the past. What I want to ask you now is, where are you now? Are you where you want to be now? And if you're not, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Rest if you must, and don't you quit. Life happens to us. Life is going to continue to happen to us. Things are going to come. Things are going to go. Things are going to be bad some days. Things are going to be good some days. We just can't quit. And the 5 reasons I'm going to give you, now there's many reasons. You can go 5,000 reasons why you shouldn't give up on your dreams and goals. But I'm going to take this time just to give you 5 why you should not give up on your dream. The first one is this: failure. Failure, it seems like not the right word of what you should do, but it's beneficial. Most won't pursue because they picture failure, and failure is basically a learning tool. Failure is probably one of the best learning tools we have, and the reason I chose failure as being first is because if you set that in your mind that, I'm going to fail this before you start, or 1 or 2 things go wrong, or before you even get started, or as you're started, or have you started on the goal, that's why it has to be one of the main reasons that you don't give up. The most successful people have failed over and over and over again. From Jay-Z growing up in the Marcy Projects to Walt Disney himself being fired from the Kansas City Star because his editor felt he lacked imagination. Imagine that. Or Sir James Dyson developing vacuums went through 5,126 failed prototypes of his vacuum. And he went through all of his savings for over 15 years. And on that 5,127th, it worked. And he became one of the best-selling bagless vacuums in the U.S. And he is worth $4.9 billion. That's billion with the B. $4.9 billion. So that first reason why you shouldn't give up on it is because of failure. The second, prove others wrong, even if it's you. When you think about you can't do something or others say you can't do something, show them that you can. Read more, write more, speak more, work harder, obtain new skills, get the training, get the skill set desired, get the skill set required and desired to obtain the goal. Get the information. Hey, if someone is spending 2 hours doing something, then hey, you might need to spend 4. Be better than what they say you are. Be better than who you think that you are. A lot of that self-doubt is what shuts down a lot of the things that we'll do. So the second one is this. Hey, be better, prove others wrong. The third one is the cost of quitting is more expensive than staying with it. You think about it. You will pay a price to keep going, but the price of abandoning your dreams and your goals carry a greater cost. Quitting will set you in a mental precedent to quit again. If you stop once, you'll stop again. Every time you quit, your belief in yourself is not going to achieve. It's not going to get strong. It's going to get stronger in the fact that it's easier to quit. Now, it's like this. To quit and to persevere, both of those things are habit forming. You have to choose which one you want. To quit and to persevere are both habit forming. So you get to choose which one you want. Number 4, inspire others. That's right. Inspire others. Stop making it all about you. Be an inspiration to someone else. It does not and should not be all about you. You don't know how many people's lives you can impact and help and change by not giving up, and someone seeing that you didn't give up, someone that knows you and saw the things that you went through and realized that you made it. I mean, I love to see people that I know that make it into their goals and their dreams and chasing after their ambition and all of their endeavors. That makes me so happy when I see, even if I don't get to tell each one of them, I try to as much as I can, but I love to see somebody make it. I love to see them, especially when you know what they've been through. Listen, we always see the finished product. You always see the finished product. You see the signing of the big contract. You see the hoisting of the championship rings or the championship banners and all of that. But the hard work that goes into it, those are the things that are behind the scene. So you are inspiring to others. When you see people make it, it inspires you to keep going. So you be an inspiration to someone else. You never know who's watching you. You got just as many people want to see you fail as you got that want to see you make it. But believe me, you can inspire someone else. Do it to help someone else. Chase after your goals so you can tell your little brother, your little sister, your children, your family, whoever, like, hey, I went through this and I still made it and I still didn't give up. So the fourth thing is inspire others. Be an inspiration to others. The last thing, number 5, hey, you're a lot closer than you think. I mean, it's just simple as that. You're a lot closer than you think. Sometimes the marker of achievement will be a blur, and it seems difficult to reach, but it could be right next to you. Like the rearview mirror, the side mirror says, objects are closer than they appear. Understand life's process will shape you before it rewards you. Again, life's process will shape you before it rewards you. Setting out to accomplish difficult goals and dreams will stretch you. It'll teach you perseverance and build you in the self-belief, because you got to have self-belief first. Greatness is within you, but it will not reveal itself overnight. It will take work. So the top 5 reasons that I have that you should rest if you must, but don't you quit. 1 is failure. 2 is prove others wrong, even if it's you. 3, the cost of quitting is more expensive than staying with it. 4, to inspire others. And 5, you're a lot closer than you think. Hey, it's been a minute. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be inspiring and helping others to promote you, to help others get over that hump, to get through. But rest if you must, but do not quit. # embrace the process. # prayer, patience, progress, the blueprint as we go. Thank you for your time. Have a super day.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to leave a review to help our podcast grow and reach others. Continue to be great and remember the blueprint: prayer, patience, progress, in that order.